Buying a home can be super stressful, even more so when you aren't quite sure when the money is due during the process. In this video, I will break down what earnest money is and the role that it plays when you are buying a home. You will be better prepared and less anxious when it comes time to submit a winning offer on a home. I'm Bailey Beckman, a local realtor that educates my clients and sets them up for long-term financial success. Before we dig into when earnest money is due, I want to make sure that you understand what it is and why it's important. Earnest money is the good faith money that you will submit to a seller after your offer is accepted. Think of it as an early deposit on the home. It's not additional money that the seller gets to keep on top of the price that you are offering. The amount that you offer as earnest money will be held onto by most often the seller's broker until closing day. It goes towards your down payment and closing fees. Now, earnest money is important to a seller because it shows that you have skin in the game. It can be very risky for a seller to take their home off the market if a buyer is not actually serious about purchasing. Think about it. If you are house hunting and you see a home that comes back on the market after they had an accepted offer, what is one of the very first things that you think? What's wrong with it? This can end up being very costly for a seller, which is why they may be apprehensive. Typically, you will see buyers offer 1% of the purchase price of the home as their earnest money. So for a $350,000 house, you would offer $3,500 in earnest money. But you are allowed to offer as much or as little in earnest money as you'd like. I have seen buyers do as much as up to $15,000. You are most likely wondering, though, if that amount is refundable should something go wrong during the process. That depends, mostly on what contingencies that you have built into your offer. The most common ones you'll see in Minnesota are the home inspection contingency and the mortgage financing contingency. After your offer is accepted on a home, you will likely have a home inspection. Should you find any major issues or required repairs that a seller is not willing to fix or deduct from the price, you are able to cancel the offer and get your earnest money back. You are likely going to have a mortgage on the property that you are buying as well. Depending on the terms in your offer, if your financing was to fall through during the transaction, you would also get your money back. You are protected in a lot of ways with contingencies built into a contract, but you will not get your earnest money back should you get cold feet or find a better home and choose to walk away. That being said, you are also able to mark your earnest money as non-refundable in your offer to a seller. This is a technique that we see used in very competitive markets in order to win in multiple offer scenarios. Now, earnest money is due after you have an accepted offer on a property. In the state of Minnesota, your broker/agent must have the money deposited within 3 days of your final purchase agreement date. Most often, buyers will submit this money the same day they receive the news that their offer was accepted. How this money is submitted can be different for each transaction, but you will typically see it as a check or via a secured payment link online. You are now a pro on earnest money.